A lot of lawn gardeners out there really get worked up about weeds. So that's where herbicides come in. Now, herbicides can be a give or take thing, but we have some here that work and, are pretty decent. So what do we got here?
Well, we have, nutgrass is a real serious problem in the entire South. It can spread into your beds. It, starts in the lawn and sometimes is not very recognizable.
When they call it nutgrass because it makes little bitty nuts in the ground, that's where they store energy. It can keep on spreading all the way down.
Right, and it's really hard to kill the nuts. You can knock the foliage down sometimes, but the nut can still remain and come back. So, you have to use products that are going to be effective. Part of that is oftentimes knowing what weed you're dealing with to begin with. And identifying that problem is the most important. But something like the nutgrass eliminator, there's sedge ender, there's a few of them. This particular one is a little less expensive, but it does need a surfactant with it. It can be an oil or a clean ivory soap.
That's just something to help it stick to the leaf, basically.
Right, spreads the spray out better.
Yeah. So these two are pretty obviously named, nutgrass eliminator and sedge ender.
Right, exactly.
And so we're moving on to image, which is less obviously named.
Right, but image, the advantage to that, it'll take a little bit longer to get the nutgrass, but it also gets some of your broadleaves and some other weeds.
So your crabgrass, Dallas grass, goosegrass.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit, if you got more than just nut sedge, that one might be one to go with.
Gotcha. So you have two different bottles here of image. You have this kind of shakeable bottle or pourable, and then the sprayable one. Why do you have these two different ones?
Well, this one is really a convenience factor, but you're going to pay a little bit more for the convenience like anything else. So, I suggest that everybody, if you're gardening, if you're a serious gardener, you should have one of these in your tool shed. It's $15 to $20 usually, and you can save a lot of money. It'll pay for itself usually within 1 year.
Absolutely. Any liquid fertilizer you got to put out, organic or not, this is a great way to get it out.
Yeah, herbicides, fertilizers, insecticides. I mean, it has 3 different settings, and so it has many applications.
Absolutely.
You can put the thing in the dishwasher when you're done.
Nice.
So.
Really nice tool for sure. And lastly, we're looking at Agrelon. So this one's organic.
Yes, that one's organic, and it works. It doesn't work on nut sedge, but it does get crabgrass and some Dallas grass and goosegrass, some of your thick-bladed grasses, and it's a safer alternative if you have issues with dogs and pets, and you want to stay organic when you can.
Yeah, anytime you're using herbicides, you're kind of, do you need to use it? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm always uneasy with herbicides.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like politicians, sometimes you have to pick the better of two evils. And
that's so true. Which one do I go with? Ooh, yeah.
Right.
Well, thanks so much, Ed.
My pleasure.
For more, go to homeshowgardenpros.com.